Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Hardcore series titled Forestia. This is the fourth episode in the series. Last episode I voiced over a lot of what I did in the first half of it because I made a lot of mistakes that I need to cover up. And so I used fancy little editing tricks to do that. And now, today, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, honestly. But, I'm thinking of... Well, first of all, there is one thing that I am going to do, and that's going to be placing walls around my house. Because, in between episodes, when I'm doing things here and there, like mining or cutting down trees, a lot of mobs climb up my hill and they attack me. Now, lucky for me, I have this shield, so it doesn't go horribly or anything. But it is annoying and it is risky, and I don't want that risk. So I am going to go around. Well, first of all, I'm going to cut down a bunch of more of these trees for more wood to build the wall, and then I'll get started. Okay, I'll jump ahead when I am ready to build the wall. Okay, and I'm back. I don't think I cut down that many trees, but I did get plenty of wood from them. And so, I'm going to get right on to building the walls around my house. Now, the walls I want to build won't be, like, all connected. They'll be pieces of walls. Because this giant, like, downhill area right here would make it extremely difficult to actually get surrounding walls around my house. And so, wall pieces it is. Now, let's get on to that. Okay, I got the walls built now, but I don't quite like them. They seem a bit too, flat, I guess, like one-dimensional, and so I'm gonna go around and fix that. walls built now. And they're 3D. They're like a sort of tribal encampment wall. I think I'm going to go around and strip some of these to form a pattern. If I accidentally shift and break one of these logs, the whole thing plus a huge chunk of my house is going to get destroyed. So I'm just gonna break it up with some stripped logs. First of all, I'm gonna need a new axe though. By the way, I moved where my TV is. It is now down here, and it's larger because I didn't like how small it looked on, well, just how small it looked in general. Made it difficult to watch the clips of my past failures. And I moved my bed up here as well. Gotta use all this extra space somehow, you know. Okay. Sticks. Yeah, give me 4. I'll make 2 axes. Stone axes. Do this. And there we go. Now I'm gonna go around stripping a pattern into my wall. Here we go. Okay, and there we go. Now my walls aren't uni-textured. They alternate between stripped and normal logs. Next thing, I'm going to go around... Hold on, I want to get this axe out of my offhand. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go around and putting torches in these little depressions between the pillars to keep the area lit. Because if mobs can't get through my walls, they're going to try spawning here next to my house, and I don't want that. Because that would be even worse than how things were in the beginning, where they just walked up the hill. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then just put this one here. That should be good enough, or well enough lit. Now, on to my next project. I'm going to build a watchtower right there. I gotta be well aware if my enemies are coming to attack my house. Because when I was cutting down my trees, I saw a scout earlier. I wonder if he's still there, actually. Hold on. It was down here. Nope. The scout was right there on that water block underneath that tree, but he's gone now. He had a crossbow and everything, scoping out my home. Okay, so I'm gonna build this watchtower right here in this flat area, because I gotta be able to watch the water and the land. So the watchtower's also gonna be like, I don't know, possibly 4 stories tall. Yeah, well, let's get on to that. Beginning with the framing. Okay, so I'll continue building the tower once I have more resources because I've run out of cobblestone and I need to wait for what cobblestone I put in the furnaces to turn into normal stone because that's what I want to build the walls of the watchtower out of. I want it to match the general theme of my own house here, with the stone walls and the cobblestone bits, as well as the dark oak wood frame. And so yeah, I will continue the time lapse for the watchtower once I have more cobblestone to build with. Some days later, and I have the stone to continue building. And so I will continue doing so in 3, 2, 1. Okay, welcome back. So, building that watchtower took me way longer than I actually wanted it to. Because at first I just tried building with water. Once again, huge mistake. So that added some time because of all the swimming up and down and yada yada. And then there was multiple times during that entire building process where I had to go back and get more building materials like wood, stone, and cobblestone. So yeah, that tower took me a really long time. I'm going to try and speed it up as much as I can without making it look laggy. Because if I don't, that time lapse is going to be like, I don't know, 7 minutes long, maybe. So, yeah. That's my watchtower right there. I'm going to go get andesite and diorite to build the path up to it real quick. Do I have andesite and diorite? Not in these chests. I do still have that one chest. Oh, hey! An inks. Oh, wait. I was about to say, hey, an ink sac, because I remember wanting to dye my bed back black, but then I remembered that it already is black. So, I already dyed it. Andesite, diorite. Yep, right here. I did a lot of stone mining, which actually uncovered an idea I have for the next episode of this series. Do I still have my shovel? No, I don't. Is that one of the things I put in this, not this chest, but the chest in my house? I remember I also had to come back here for the ladders that I misplaced. Yep, there's my shovel. Okay. Now the path. Yeah, let's do this. Because straight paths are ugly. Diorite. Andesite, diorite. There we go. Oh, right, there's not a path to my bridge either. Okay, well, I'll just fix that real quick. Okay. Wow, this is probably the worst path out of the ones I've built so far. Why did I make it grow like that? Oh my god. There we go. Everything's connected by a path now. I don't like how that's a corner. No, you should be diorite. Too much andesite right there. There we go. I am going to go make lanterns real quick. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them. Do I even have enough iron to make 8 lanterns? I might. There's iron nuggets. There's no iron in here. Okay, that means my iron is in my house's chests. Up we go. And there's more iron nuggets. Okay, so 8. Let's do 6. Right, now the torches. There they are. Oh yeah, I forgot I have sneak toggle on. So I don't have to hold it all on that building. And that's 7. I still need 1 more. Oh. And put you in the center. There we go, another lantern. All 8 of them for my bridge. This is really costly. Well, it's not a bridge. Why have I been calling it a bridge? It's a dock. Anyway. Set these up real quick. You go here. Okay, that's all 8 lanterns. Put torches here and there. And now my dock is well lit. I was wondering if I should build a bridge over to that dark oak island over there and build something else over there, but well, I might. I'd have to terraform this area a bit because there's literally nowhere else I could extend it. Anyway, as you can see from the day counter I have in the top left of my screen, it has been days that I've been spending on this one project. Days it took for me to build this thing. I don't even think it's all that good. Not really. I mean, I definitely could have built it better if I had a better variety of blocks. But I think it looks nice. Ow. Somewhat. Alright, I'm going to show you all what I found in my mine and what I have planned for the next episode before I leave things off. if I come down here in my mine, if I come down here, yeah, I forgot about this amethyst geode. And there's actually two separate ones, but there's one over here. This is the first one. This is what I found down here. Okay, now over here, on the opposite side, if I get there, oh my god, I forgot how long these tunnels are. This is what I saw on the opposite side. There's iron right there. I know what we're gonna do next episode.